Hello, friends. Today I want to tell you a tale, not from the pages of folklore, but from the red earth of Malawi. It is a story of hunger, of hope, and of a boy who dared to listen to the whispers of the wind. His name? William Kamkwamba. He was born in 1987 in the village of Windmill, where the sun baked the soil and rain danced like a stranger. His parents were farmers, honest, hard-working people who tilled the land with faith and sweat, believing that the earth, when respected, would always provide. But one year, the clouds turned cruel. The rains failed, the fields dried up like old skin, the maize that once fed many began to vanish, and famine stalked the land like a lion in the tall grass. In those days, silence was heavy, and laughter had grown thin. William was only 13 when hunger knocked on his door. His belly ached, but what hurt more was the knowledge that his family could no longer afford his school fees. Education, once his dream, slipped from his fingers like dust through a cracked calabash. Yet the boy's mind refused to wither. What school denied, a small village library offered. It held no riches, only discarded books, pages curled by time. But to William, it was a treasure chest, and in that chest, he found a book, Using Energy. The book was written in English, a language William barely knew. He stared at the diagrams, pictures of windmills, of wires, of light bulbs flickering from the invisible power of air. The book spoke to his spirit, louder than any teacher ever had. He began collecting trash, an old bicycle frame, a tractor fan, plastic piping, broken radios, wires stripped from garbage. The villagers watched with puzzled eyes. Some laughed. Others called him mad. After all, who built a windmill with junk? But William was not building for attention. He was building for survival. The famine had dimmed many homes, but he believed that a spinning blade in the sky could bring back the light. So he worked under the open sky, hands blistered, eyes focused. Day after day he toiled, fastening blades made from flattened PVC, connecting wires to a car battery, steadying the wind like a farmer reads the clouds. And then one day, as the villagers gathered to mock, something happened. The windmill turned. The blades began to spin. The battery charged. A bulb flickered to life inside his home. It was just one light, but in a world of darkness, that single light was a miracle. The village fell silent. The mad boy had made the wind obey. Soon, people came not to laugh, but to learn. William explained how the wind became energy, how energy became power. He built windmills, one to pump water for his family's farm, another to irrigate crops. From trash, he had created life. News traveled, first to the next village, then across the district, then across the nation. The boy who once read science books in secret was invited to speak at TED Global in Tanzania. He had never left Malawi before, never flown, never seen an audience. But he stood tall. In broken English, he said 5 unforgettable words. I tried, and I made it. The crowd rose in applause. Journalists wept. Scientists took notes, and William became more than a village boy. He became a global symbol of hope. He went on to co-write a book titled The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. His story crossed the oceans, reached schools, churches, and homes. Children in distant cities learned his name. And in 2019, his life became a Netflix film, watched by millions. Yet, through all this, William never turned back on his people. He returned to Windmill, helping build wells, install solar panels, and inspire young inventors. To him, success was not escape, it was return. It was giving back what the land has once withheld. So listen, my friends. Listen not only to the tale, but to the lessons it carries. The drumbeat of Africa does not only echo in kings and warriors. Sometimes it beats in the chest of a hungry boy with a mind full of light. This story is not fantasy. It is not myth. It is the truth. The truth that African genius lives in every village, under every thatched roof, behind every pair of curious eyes. It only needs a chance, a spark, a single page from a forgotten book. William Kamkwamba taught us that you do not need wealth to change the world. You do not need perfect English or perfect tools. You only need courage, imagination, and faith that tomorrow can be different from today. So when next you see a child tinkering with trash or staring at the sky, do not laugh, for the wind may yet carry his dreams beyond the clouds, and your laughter may become applause in a world that finally sees its light. This is a tale the drum has spoken today. May it travel from ear to ear, from heart to heart, and may you remember, Africa's light is not gone. It is being built, windmill by windmill, dream by dream. Share the story and let the wind carry it far.